Greetings, members, one and all of the Salivation Nation. Welcome to part 2 and the final chapter in a short series called Understanding Silver. This episode, we're going to continue where we left off when the recording device was so rudely overheated and discuss the concept of losing money with silver and how to deal with that. And what it means to be a preserver of wealth as opposed to an insurance policy. So let's explore in this video, and I hope you enjoy it. Feel free to post any comments that you feel that I missed in this video below. So enjoy! Now, in terms of price, losing that amount, well, if I were to sell it, that's when you take the loss. Now, some people will need to sell their silver and take a loss. And if they have to do it, I really feel bad for those people because silver is a riskier play and hedge than gold, which is why I tell people to diversify with gold. But in the long run, silver evens itself out when you dollar cost average. And so this particular piece, where I may have paid a high premium for and I've lost half of its value, let's say $30, I paid for it per ounce, and $15 is what I'm going to sell it for now, well, that is going to pay off compared to this particular piece that I paid $5 per ounce for. Now think about this. Most of us have gotten into silver. Most of the people that are watching this video now say that they've not purchased silver at that low price. A lot of people watching this video right now have purchased silver at a higher price. I know people that have bought silver at $17 an ounce are really jaded with the return on their investment. And that's another thing too. People feel like that silver is an investment, and it's not. You can't think about that way. To me, calling silver as an investment is, in a sense, pumping silver. And I believe about being real about silver and really understanding what it is. It is an insurance policy. It is something that is there in times of economic instability and in times of wealth preservation through time. And sometimes it takes a lot of time to preserve that wealth. With that being said, doesn't change the fact for those who need to sell it, or even those who are just fed up and want to sell it and take that loss. I hate it when people lose out, especially for something that's supposed to be a metal to preserve your wealth. You know, it is enjoyable. There's lots of different types of silver out there. But when it all comes down to it, we're acquiring this metal to help our situations, our financial situations, independent of the banking institutions, independent of the fiat dollar system, the Federal Reserve System that we have here in this country, and the currencies around the world. So it doesn't help. You know, this is not about convincing those who have already sold their silver or are just fed up with it. This is about helping people understand, for those who are contemplating or wanting to, just give up completely on it if you've acquired some when it was higher priced per ounce. Because look at where we're at today, and consider what I talked about before about secondary mining all-in costs for silver. You know, secondary mining all-in cost for silver is around $4 or $5 an ounce. In order for the mines to make a profit, they've got to sell it for more than that and much more than that. And obviously the markets are playing out to that. It's $15 an ounce. Even if it goes to $13 some odd dollars an ounce, you're taking more of a loss if you buy it today. But we're somewhere closer to the bottom now, I believe, than we have been in quite a while, because the market, no one's paying attention. It is a market that has become somewhat, it's people forgotten about it, and they've forgotten about it because of cryptocurrencies, because people feel jaded, because some people didn't fully understand and grasp the concept of what silver is about as an insurance policy. And so, to me, this is an opportunity to, at the very least, hold on to what you've got. Because if you hold on to what you got in time, it's going to at least provide an avenue of wealth preservation for you in time. If you've lost a couple of dollars an ounce in silver, it's going to come back up to that point again. I really do feel it will, even though there's a lot more silver out there nowadays than there has ever been before in history. And make no mistake, silver is recyclable, and if the price ever does get back up, they will find a way to recycle it. There's no question about it. So we don't want to overpromise, and we also don't want to underdeliver either. So I would encourage you to hold on to your silver, and if you have enough of it, I would diversify into gold. And if you only have a little bit of silver, the price is as such that it would be good to accumulate a bit at these low prices. There's something to be said for buying low and selling high, but there's also something to be said for buying low and selling low too. In other words, it's about holding the line. And with silver. And again, it's a metal that sells itself. And I think for those of us in this community, especially those, and I appreciate all of the counter arguments on my channel, I encourage that because it helps me to think more realistically about silver. But I am still a fan of silver, and I'm going to hold on to it. And I'm going to accumulate a little more of it if I can. I'm trying to diversify into gold, but I think this is a metal that in time will serve its purpose. And that is the key to understanding silver. Silver is understanding its purpose. So I hope you found this video encouraging. Post your thoughts below. And again, I can't stress enough how bad I feel for those who thought they were going to come out ahead with silver. It's never what it's been about. It's about wealth preservation and about that paradigm shift of thinking in terms of ounces as opposed to dollars. If you ever put too much money into silver, you're going to feel worse when you go to sell. If you put in money into silver that's a discretionary income, that's outside of what you normally would spend, it's not that big of a deal if it goes down a couple of dollars because you still have the amount of silver that you've got there. There is some manipulation. I don't believe that there's a gross amount of manipulation, such as some people say there is, because I think that's a fool's game to think about. Natural market forces play a much larger role than so-called manipulation of silver. There's a lot of it out there. It's used a lot. But it's also a very small, tiny market, and when you consider the quote investment side or the physical and the stuff that people buy for rounds and bars and coins, that market's gotten smaller because it's not as exciting as it was before because the prices are so low. To me, that's a time to at least hold on to it, if not buy a little bit more to dollar cost average your higher purchases. Post your thoughts below. Again, I'd like to extend a multitude of gratitude to y'all for watching and encourage you to rate, share, comment, and subscribe. No, that's just not gonna do. I've got to get it better than this. Still not right. And a little bit better, but still not quite there. Now that's a little bit better, but maybe we can, let's see here. Let's see if we can do this. I think there's a way. I guess it will just never be perfect. But I guess life isn't always perfect. Oh well. Perfect!